Today's episode of PJ and the Beard, we're looking at another pedal from Scattered Abroad Guitar Works. This one is the Angry Alpaca.
I love the names.
Affectionately, I call it Alpacachino, but the Angry Alpaca. And the Beard's going to tell you a little bit about the pedal and about the intro. And, you know, we have to always pair a Fuzz with something. And,
right, well, I do. I always want to pair it with something.
We went away from the octave, but moved into a very cool territory here.
Well, it's either some kind of octave or some kind of vibe. The vibe machine from Dry Belly, can't go wrong with that. Super, super nice vibe. And we've had this longer than the show.
Yeah.
But we've never done a show on that pedal.
And it's always cool because it's sitting back on the shelf and you can't see right off of camera. It's like a momentary switch for the speed.
Right.
Or not a momentary latch, probably.
So, this pedal... So just starting, you know, the PRS 2000 McCarty into the Vibe Machine, the Angry Alpaca, into the Dispatch Master. We had that on for the last Scattered Abroad effects.
Into the Tyler.
Into the Tyler.
JT22.
Right. Oh wait, is this the?
There's your reference tone 20 minutes after we played.
Right. So, the thing that I really like about these pedals, this particular style of pedal, is this really cleans up. So, the other one we did from him, the Fuzzy Fox, is more of a fuzzy. When you roll it back, you still get some
drive and
spit out of it and stuff. This pedal, when you roll it back, it really kind of cleans up. In fact, I don't think I need to play anymore. I think you jump right to the information. What do they call it?
Owner's manual?
Well, I guess it's the manual.
The Xerox copy with
right to the copy. The
Rhylan's signature on it.
So, it's a mean animal. It produces a dooming wall of fuzz that can be tamed into a simple rollback of the volume on the guitar to achieve legendary tones from the Smiley Face Fuzz that we all know and love. So, it pays homage to that vintage schematic in almost every way. Features two BC108 silicon transistors soldered directly to each component, point to point, no circuit board, through-hole surface mounts, means business. If you look, and this is what we are learning in our Fuzz journey, we've kind of learned this a little bit. He has directions for the volume in the gain. Rhylan does. Directions for volume and gain. But it does say, it can be set for unity. But the Smiley Face, quote, Fuzz, he turns this knob all the way up. Volume knob all the way up. The Fuzz control, same thing. Turn it 3/4 of the way up. And so, if you go a little bit more than... If you go all the way up on the Fuzz control, it starts to get a little noisy.
Right.
And this isn't the first time we've seen that in this type of pedal. You roll it back just a little bit. You keep the volume all the way back, all the way up. You get a nice fuzz with full volume from the guitar, and then you play your volume knob.
Right.
You roll your volume knob down to clean it up. You roll it up to make it dirty. You really work the volume knob on the guitar, which is what all the old blues guys used to tell me at the blues jam when I was learning to play guitar. Quit stepping on pedals and just turn your volume knob, right? Crank everything to 10 and use the volume knob on your guitar. So.
Yeah, and with the pot here on the Revolta Mandatta, I'm not sure, but that your PRS pot has quite the sweep in it, but we'll give it a whirl. We'll show what it does on this.
You should be all right on that. You ready?
Yeah.
Or do you want to do, just give them a reference tone on...
I think I have to, am I...
Oh. On the Morley box.
Yeah, that last little bit takes you a long way.
Yeah, you can roll it back pretty far. Like I had the volume on that back.
Yeah, this was getting down to where I'm like, when is it going to turn off?
Right.
So yeah, I mean, it does that. It's great. But I was using all the pickups, so if I go down to the... Yeah, you can hear the chiminess. It cleans up so much you can hear the...
Try the middle pickup real quick.
I'm still figuring it out. It's been, what, months? I found that is, oops, sorry, that's me. The magical pickup on this guitar.
It really is. Like you wouldn't think so. The three pickups you can do any combination, but that middle one by itself, especially with drive, fuzz, anything like that, it just
that setting on that pedal, because I have actually used this one live a couple times now actually, and that's the setting I land on. Because you kind of dial away from that, and it loses what it's really meant to do, and it does that really well. It gets big. It's huge.
I like it.
It's angry. I'm not sure why it's angry, but it's okay. Like, if that's what it has to sound, be angry to sound like that, okay. It'll be fine. You'll be fine.
Listen, little alpaca.
It's fine.
Oh my gosh.
I'm sorry I called
It's getting late.
Yeah. What did I call it? I didn't call it alpaca at first.
Alpacachino.
Yeah, I called it alpacachino, yeah. But the other animal that looks like that.
Oh, you called it a llama.
I did. That's probably why it's angry. It's probably been misunderstood its entire life. I'm an alpaca, okay? I'm not a llama. I'm an alpaca. I think we found the source of its anger.
Probably.
You're welcome, Rhylan. You're going to sell a ton of pedals.
It should. And so anyway, yeah. Speaking of that, I think that's it. If you want a fuzz pedal where you can roll your volume up and have fuzz,
right,
and then roll back to clean up, this is the style pedal.
Right.
I'm starting to learn that. I mean, I'm starting to get it. So the Smiley Face fuzzes,
right,
and hand built, point to point. Like, what more can you want? This is the time in the show where we like to thank everybody that's been watching. Thank you for subscribing, taking the time to hit notifications and likes, leaving comments down below, going to Instagram, Facebook, all that good stuff. Anytime you interact with us helps the show, and we like making new friends and talking gear. So with that,
I'm PJ. On behalf of the Beard, no matter what you hear, you never have too much gear, especially if they're angry barnyard animals. Don't be so angry.